What's up, guys? My name's Joshua Brophy. It doesn't really matter. Call me whatever you want. But I don't really come up with a name for my YouTube channel yet because it's kind of the first video. I kind of was more focused on trying to make a video first before actually coming up with a name. So, that'll be part of the process. I'll come up with it in the next couple of days. But today in this video, I wanted to talk about my No Nic journey and like where I started, where I am right now, and the steps in between that helped me like get to the point where I'm at today. And I'm really proud of it. I'm at 4 months and 18 days or 138 days, which, is like, that's big for me, because I was vaping for about 4 years before I actually quit. And like within that time, I really thought that like, I knew eventually I'd quit, but like I never was like willing to actually go for it and actually like, all right, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like, this is just completely done. This is not part of my life anymore. Like, what really helped me was like making it in my mindset. I had to like tell myself, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I couldn't even just go cold turkey. I first had to, it was my boss. He's telling me that at my old work, he said that because he was like really supportive of me trying to do this. So he was like, all right, what you should do is just put a timer on, and every 20 minutes you can only hit it like 5 times, and then after you can do 20 minutes of hitting it 5 times, put up the time. And then I was doing that. I was like getting cocky. I was like, all right, I can do an hour, like screw it. And then I get to an hour, and I usually do it for 5 hits for each hour. But like when I do a hit, I like hit it for like 10 seconds and hold it in and be like for like every hit for like 5 hits. And I start my timer, and I'd be like looking at my timer like every second. I'm like, okay, all right. And I was like, all right, this isn't working. I tried so many things. I tried cold turkey, I tried the patches, everything. Like, nothing seemed to really work for me. And then luckily enough, like, it kind of been affecting my family and stuff like that. Like, just lying to my parents, stuff like that. But eventually my parents kind of like, all right, it's your choice. You do like what you have to do. And, like, we know like if you're gonna quit, it's gonna be your choice. So then eventually I was lucky enough that I was like, we have a safe at our house. So I was like, all right, put this in the safe. I'm gonna hit it 1 time a day. And that was like really hard for me to do. I remember the first time I did that, I did 1 day, and it was like just the worst day of my life. I was like, bro, like, can this today be over? I want to hit it tomorrow, like, the deal. And I got to the point where I was doing that, but then I realized it was weird because I was ruining it for myself, like nobody else. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing it for me. So I had to realize, but I was like, I was telling my dad that I hadn't hit it today, so I was like, all right, Dad, can you grab it for me? I'm just gonna hit it once before, hit the rest of the day or whatever. And then I do that, and then later throughout the day, I'd be like, all right, now I'm gonna go tell my mom that I haven't hit it today. So I'm like, all right, can you like get it for me? And then it was like my choice. I could have bought one, but I was like, they get it for me. And I realized I was like, all right, like if I'm really gonna be doing this, I have to like really do it. So then I do it like that, and then I do it for a couple days, and kind of that worked. It helped me get to the point because like before, like I couldn't go like 5 minutes without it, But then it got to the point where I was like, all right, like I'm really gonna try. Because my friend, like, I didn't really like, I was like surrounding myself around people that weren't like really like trying to like better themselves in that sense. And like I kind of had to like step away. That helped me too. It was like I had to step away from those people. And then I had my friend Caden, and my other friend Matto, and some other friends, Kaiden. We were trying to like, basically we're like, all right, we're all gonna stop. And then we like be like, we're gonna check on each other, make sure nobody does it. And they like all did it, and we were good. And then I kind of slipped up, and I was doing it. They were all stopped. And then I was at like my girlfriend's house because she lived in Modesto because she was there for break for during college, like her college winter break. And then I like messed up. I smoked a cigarette because like we were trying to quit like basically everything smoking. So we're like, all right, like none of that, no cigarettes, no vapes, like none of that. So like I cheated, and I like had a call, and I was like, bro, like I messed up. And they're like kind of got after me, but they're like trying to be supportive, So like I helped with that. And now my friend Caden, he's like the one that's on it right now. He's still up above. He's like probably like 10-15 days above me right now. So he's a little bit, I think he's at maybe 5 months now, so that's pretty cool. But it was the people you surround yourself with that helped me. It was, it has to be your choice. It always has to be your choice. No matter what, you have to do it for yourself. And one of the other things that helped me was my friend showed me this app called I Am Sober. This isn't like a sponsored thing for me. I don't have enough followers for that anyways, but I mean, that's just a joke. But it like, so basically what you do is you put like your start time. Say if you start today, you're like, all right, I'm done. Like after this video or whatever, hopefully that'd be pretty cool. I'd be hyped if I help somebody do that. But like, if you do that, then you like, you put in whatever, say if you started a couple days ago, then it shows like your 2 days. And then like whenever it goes past that time again, like the next day, then it shows boom 3, continue. That's pretty obvious, you know, it just keeps on showing and you hit a month. And then the cool part is for the first 7 days, it shows like an accomplishment, and then shows like this like comment section of other people that are in the same day that you are, and it shows them like what they're like with helping them, their withdrawals, stuff like that, and you can kind of like talk to people and stuff like that. But I mean, that part was cool, but the part that I really liked was it was exciting to see each day for me to go up another, like I'd be like after a week I was like, holy shit, like I hit like a week. I was like, what, like this is crazy. And like, all right, I'm gonna hit 8 days. Okay, I hit 8 days. I was like, okay, 9, 10. I was like, wow, I hit like tomorrow's gonna be 11 days. I was like, what? All the way to 2 weeks. That was like the biggest. I was like, so I was so hyped on that. I was like, 2 weeks? Are you serious, bro? Like, what the heck? And then it kept on going. I remember I hit the first month, and that felt crazy. And I mean, that really helped. And I mean, the problem that after like a month after I quit smoking, like, or hitting vapes, I kind of like, I was out with my friends, like they're not like bad people, they just don't make the best decisions. So that was like on me because I wasn't strong enough in myself, and I put myself in a situation where I couldn't say no. And it wasn't a vape, but it was a cigarette. And you know, it took one time, like I smoked a cigarette and I was like, oh man, like this isn't, like I haven't vaped, like we're still on that journey, like whatever, like, but like last one. And then a couple days passed, and it's like in my brain again, like I was like, oh man, like I could go for a cigarette type, you know the deal. And then I bought a pack, smoked one, and like threw it away. I was like, fuck it, like I'm done, whatever. And then it kept on happening over and over again. And then I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I already quit smoking, I quit vaping for like, it was like almost 2 months by then. And I was like, all right, bro, like I need to be done. Like I'm over it. Like I quit vaping because I was more worried about my health than anything. Like, of course, it's helped me in so many other ways, but I was more worried about my health and my lungs, because you guys probably already know this, but in your lungs you have like these little thing, like these little, they're, I don't know, they're like these little like workers, we'll just call them workers. And basically what they do is they break down, like when you breathe in sometimes like bad air, so that like dust, stuff like that, stuff that gets in your lungs, and they're in there breaking those down, getting rid of them so it doesn't like ruin your, like hurt your lungs. And every time you smoke anything, it kills those. And the thing about those R's, you cannot, like, they don't regrow, they don't like, you can't make more of them, you only get a certain amount. So like that just like scared me. I was like, bro, like I'm really like, yeah, this feels good, like to hit it, like for the time that you're hitting it, but like every time you hit a vape, every time you smoke a cigarette, every time you smoke like weed, anything, like you're just killing your lungs. And that scared me, bro, because like we don't even know what this stuff does to us, you know. It's like, I don't want to be 40 years old, like, and then just like something happens, like maybe it's older than 40, maybe it's younger than 40, we don't know. Like this generation, I'm 19, this generation, we're test subjects, we're lab rats to these fucking vape companies, like all these big companies out there. Like they don't care about us anyways, but like we're lab rats, like we don't know. Like people didn't know when they were smoking cigarettes that they were bad for you. Like that was 60 years, like they found that out after people smoking for 60 years getting lung cancer and all this crap. We were like, people were surprised by that. And it's like, we don't know what vapes do to us. Sorry, I'm going on a lot of rabbit trails right now, but this is like all like very interesting stuff to me, and like I really love talking about this stuff. So I just want to help you guys with your journey. But anyways, the next thing that's helped me is this stuff. It's nicotine gum. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, bro, like you haven't really quit like no nic, like oh my god, you're still like smoke, like that's like the same as vaping. But like, let me just say this, right? Before I click off the video or whatever, like using that stuff is way better in my opinion than like actually vaping. Because first of all, I don't like nicotine, they have a lot of health benefits. It like calms you down, there's a lot of things, but like if the main reason you smoke is because you're addicted to nic, then just, and you're trying to get off of it, just use nicotine gum. Like I'm still using it. Like eventually I'm gonna stop using it, but like right now, like there's no health, like, or like it doesn't affect your health. So it's like if you're getting like, and then it also sucks with like the like withdrawals, you know, because like it is like it was putting me in a bad mood when I was at work and all this shit. So like when I had nicotine gum, I was like, all right, like it made me feel a little bit like made me feel normal. And like now in 4 months, like sometimes I'm like, oh, like sounds nice, and then it's like I'm like, no, like I just go like take a piece of gum, or I just tell myself no, like I don't have nicotine gum all the time, but like, for those times where like I'm like really fiending for nic, I'll take a piece of gum, and then it'll just help me not think about it. Or like say if I'm going out somewhere where I know people are gonna be smoking, like hitting vapes or anything like that, smoking cigarettes, I'm like, all right, I'll just take nicotine gum with me. If I start fiending, I see them, I'd rather take that than take the risk, you know. Yeah, those are my 3 steps. We'll go over them. So finding like a friend or anybody else that's like willing to quit, or finding somebody that's already in that process. And like that's hard. Like honestly, I know like maybe some of you guys out there aren't gonna be able to have friends that are willing to do that, but maybe if you start, then it'll be something that you can like you'll have when you like are in that journey. Like once you like get like maybe a couple weeks, your friends will see that and they're like, holy crap, like if he can do it, I can do it too. So then you can start, like you guys can like start checking on each other, because it doesn't get easier, bro. Like even like right now, like my sister has a vape, so like sometimes I see that and it's not like nothing against her, but like it's like sometimes I like fiend, I'm like, oh, like I could go hit that, but then it's like no, like I can't. So like bro, I'm going on a rabbit trail, fuck, I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know, it's just there's so many things, and I just kind of want to talk to you guys and just explain what's helped me. And like if you guys have any feedback on like stuff that you'd want to see, I'll keep on updating you on my journey and stuff like that. But if there's anything you guys want to see, if you guys have any recommendations for my YouTube channel's name, and yeah, if anything that I've like shared in this video, if any of this stuff helped you, bro, please tell me, because that'll help motivate me to keep doing this. That'll make me just happy and excited. And honestly, posting these YouTube videos, I feel like it's gonna help me with my sobriety. And hopefully, if you guys start watching now, you guys will see me from now all the way until like for good, because I'm done, bro. I'm not gonna do that stuff anymore. Like completely done. But yeah, all right. Peace out, you guys.